Two big takeaways from chapter 16. One, Gris is living. Gris ain't dying, bro. Gris is living. He even said, I'ma be all right. I don't think he's gonna die, bro. Even though homie said at this rate, I'm like, yo, Gris is living. And two, RUDO is sick, bro. RUDO is so tight. This was a very, very, very big step for RUDO in the right direction. Because I need you guys to understand, we've been talking about it this whole time. And remember, I brought this up before. By the time RUDO actually makes it to the top, right? Like by the time he actually goes to where the sky people are, will he still be angry? Will he still flip out, be immature, try to jump off the rails? Will he still do that? And this was literally a sign from the manga heavens, from Urana herself, letting us know that RUDO is taking a step in the direction he needs to in a sense of maturity, and this chapter definitely proved that. And by the way, his name being Jabber is actually so cool, right? Like I like that. Jabber, for somebody who jabs people with finger knives and shit, I fuck with that. Listening to RUDO talk this entire chapter was a big up for me, bro. I was so excited hearing him spit his shit because he told Gris, he was like, you reminded me of it. What I originally wanted to do. If it weren't for your words, I'd be losing my cool right now as usual and nothing would come of it. Bro, that shit was so important. And then even the next fucking page, bro, he goes off, but not anymore. I reject everything you've said and I embrace everything that you reject. Because of that, I beat the shit out of you. I was like, seeing maturity always gets me, right? That's like something that makes me happy when I'm reading manga. It's like, how long is our protagonist gonna be immature? How long until our protagonist actually steps up and, you know what I'm saying, does his thing? And this was that for me. I was just like, is this gonna be your first sense of growth? Is it only an upward slope from here? I'm so fucking excited. And by the way, right, even Jabber was excited to see RUDO's Jinky, bro. You see, he was like, this is so sick. Because that's what I said when we saw it last time. I was like, this is so sick, bro. Jesus Christ. Jabber Wangar though, right? Jabber Wangar. That name, I don't know what it is, but it just sounds fucking tight, bro. It sounds fitting for him. And then they get to scrapping, bro, right? They're getting ready to get into the fight. It's RUDO versus fucking Jabber. He was like, I wanted to play with you before taking you home. What's your name? And he was like, it's RUDO, you fucking bastard. I was like, oh, it's time. Get the motherfucking ass, baby. And these dialogue moments are so important, right? Especially from Gris, because Gris has been more of an observer than anything, right? Since he can't really be on the front lines because he doesn't really have a ability like that. These dialogue moments are fucking tight, bro. He said, RUDO, it's likely that you couldn't use a Jinky well during the work tour because you were impatient and angry, as well as other emotions interfering with your Jinky's inherent nature. But you don't have to worry anymore. I was so fucking hyped seeing this shit. And you see Jabber flying all over the place, bro, but RUDO is chill. RUDO is mad chill. And Jabber's confused because he was like, thought you'd be more eager to fight, but you're not moving at all. Are you even taking this seriously? And RUDO was like, come at me if you can, you piece of shit. Jabber wanted him to say his name so bad, and RUDO gave no fucks. I'm like, you tell him, RUDO. And RUDO had this sick ass handout pose and shit, bro. I'm like, what the fuck is RUDO about to get into? Jabber was like, what's going on? You didn't get hit by my attack? RUDO said, Gris seemed to have prayed to this amulet for everyone's safe return. Safe return means no injuries, doesn't it? So to avoid injuries, you gotta strengthen your defense, right? I imagined it like this. I hope the enemy's attack won't reach. Bro, this shit looks so cool. And that goes into, just what Jinkies are, right? What it takes to actually get there. You gotta have a strong imagination because remember, thoughts become things and those things become Jinkies. So when you put all of that thought into that thing and, you have these strong emotions behind behind it, your Jinky gets created. And bro, the fact that he can bring out the value of all of those is, dude, it takes me back to last chapter when we were talking about all of that shit, and you know, me getting so fucking hype and talking about what RUDO was gonna do. Is RUDO gonna save Gris? Is this Hamza really gonna be the thing that like sets the fucking precedence for the next few panels or next few chapters? And it definitely has, because we're really seeing his ability grow. And then, you know, it was cool because it's cool giving the villain the idea that they have it figured out. You know what I mean? That shit is really dope, because he was like, ah, I get it. You mean its ability is to protect specifically. How convenient. You know, my attacks may not hit you, but your attacks won't either. And dude, RUDO's like, didn't you notice? I've been avoiding your attacks for quite a while without moving an inch. It wasn't me who was moving, it was you, Jabber. And Jabber was in confusion. At this point, I'm looking at the panels, right? I'm losing my mind. Because I'm like, oh shit, RUDO is about to let Jabber fucking have it. He is going to wipe the floor with him. And he was like, in other words, I know where you're going. This amulet can't be used for attacks because it embodies Gris's prayer. That's why I'm gonna use Gris's weapon. I'll beat the crap out of you with my fist. Bro, he punched the shit out of him. And it says, know the power of thoughts, right? Because remember, I've said it like a million times this fucking review. Emotions become thoughts, those thoughts become things, and those things are known as Jinky. So knowing what your imagination can do in this world is fucking crazy, bro. It's bonkers. It's just like, what can't you do? What can't you create? You start to get into these theory crafting moments like, bro, what can't you do in this shit? This chapter was fucking phenomenal. I'm so glad that it came out when it did, right? Because I was thinking of not uploading today anyway. And then on top of that, tomorrow starts the Summer Games Fest. So we're going to be streaming that over at twitch.tv/JABBER TV. If you guys want to come check that out with your boy. 10 out of 10 chapter. I wasn't let down at any moment of this entire chapter, bro. I was on the edge of my seat. I was reading this shit with a lot of emotion and feeling and thought. Right? This damn manga might become my goddamn Jinky for all I care. But this shit was hard, man. This shit was hard. Let me know what you guys thought in the comment section below. Do you guys think Gris is going to live, or do you think he's going to die? I personally think he's gonna survive, bro. He is literally still here talking and shit. It was a good idea. It was a good catalyst to get RUDO, you know, out of the mindset of not being able to do anything and, you know, him being stagnant and shit. But I don't think he's going to die. I think he's going to live, and this is just going to be another lesson for RUDO to learn on the ground floor. Final Fantasy VII quote, if you guys didn't know. One of my favorite games of all time. Actually, my favorite game of all time. That's neither here nor there. Very, very, very excited to see what happens next chapter, bro. I'm very excited to see what happens, because we don't know. We don't know what the fuck is gonna happen. We just know, just based on the last panel alone, that RUDO is kicking the living shit out of Jabber. That's all we know. And it's so fucking tight, bro. It's so tight. But anyways, I need to get to editing this video. Hopefully I can have it out by either Thursday morning or Wednesday night, which is tonight. As always, it's your boy, JABBER, and I will catch you guys in the next video.